So I am going to read an article entitled, Check Out These ABA Stats on Lawyer Discipline Nationwide. This is on a site called lawyersmutualnc.com. This is written by Jay Reeves. The date of the article was January 31st, 2021. It's a couple of years old, but it's still relevant. Okay, around 1/4%, that's 0.23%, of the nearly 1.3 million practicing lawyers in the U.S. are publicly disciplined for ethical misconduct each year. The most common form of public discipline is suspension, followed by disbarment. Those stats are from the American Bar Association 2020 profile of the legal profession. In 2018, the most recent year with available data, 2,872 lawyers were publicly disciplined for misconduct in 45 states and the District of Columbia, says the report. That represents roughly 0.25% of all practicing lawyers with active licenses in those states. The data comes from the American Bar Association Center for Professional Responsibility, which collects, analyzes, and compiles statistics about lawyer discipline and regulation nationwide. More takeaways from the ABA 2020 profile of the legal profession appear below. 6 takeaways on lawyer discipline from the ABA 2020 report. The most common form of public discipline was a suspension. Of the 2,872 lawyers who received public discipline in 2018, nearly half, 48%, or 1,374 were suspended. An additional 631 were disbarred, 339 were placed on probation, and 1,007 received admonishments, reprimands, or censures. In 2018, state disciplinary agencies received 83,000. Got that? 83,073 complaints. Where is it? 83,000. 73 complaints in 45 states and the District of Columbia. Okay? 83,073 complaints. And how many of those received public discipline? 2,872. You don't need to know exactly what the rules of professional conduct to state to know right from wrong, ethical from unethical. There might be some of these cases where there's some fine points, some details that were not exact. Maybe the person didn't quite understand. 83,000. Do you think 80,000 people were wrong in knowing right from wrong? And there was only 2,872 lawyers who received public discipline? Okay, in every year since 1998, the percentage of lawyers disciplined has remained relatively constant, fluctuating between 0.22% and 0.38% of the total lawyer population. The percentage of lawyers disbarred is generally trending downward. Really? Or is it more likely that the industry, the legal industry, is more accepting of unethical conduct? That what is common practice is more acceptable, or that they've learned to get away with, how to get away with being unethical. From 1998 to 2004, roughly 0.07 to 0.08% of all active lawyers were disbarred each year. That was down in 2012 to 2018, when 0.05 to 0.06% of all lawyers were disbarred each year. Lawyer discipline rates vary significantly from state to state. In 2018, Nevada and Iowa had the highest rates of public disciplinary actions against lawyers. In those states, nearly 1% of all active lawyers received some form of public discipline. They were followed by Kansas, Tennessee, and Oregon. States with the lowest rates of public disciplinary actions against lawyers in 2018 were Delaware and Oklahoma, where fewer than 1 in 1,000 active lawyers received public discipline. They were followed by the District of Columbia, Oklahoma, Illinois, New York, and Rhode Island. Very, very, very small percentages. Just think about your daily life, your friends you talk to, what you see on TV. The lawyers make money. The lawyers make money. This whole thing, the lawyers are making money. These lawyers are not being properly disciplined for unethical conduct. Our court system, our legal system, our justice system is not designed. That 83,000 people complained about unethical conduct, and 2,872 of those lawyers were disciplined. There is a great disparity between what the real problem is and how it is being addressed, how it is being handled. Maybe there needs to be a change in the system. Maybe there needs to be, I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I'll continue to go into it. But for now, and this is very similar to my slap suit, where I just quickly sued Linda States civilly for her unethical conduct, fraud, deceit, extortion, myriad. I had a number of different causes of action, and I lost my civil case against her for fraud, for deceit, for extortion, because the lawyers lobbied to get a anti-slap suit, so you cannot sue the lawyers. They put that into effect because so many lawyers were being sued that legislators put this slap suit into effect so that the lawyers could not be sued. Well, there's a big problem if so many lawyers are being sued that they have to put this slap suit into effect to protect the lawyers. 83,000 complaints. There's a big problem here that is going unaddressed.